Yep.
This is my...
Will we be able to read the chat? Okay. So, welcome everyone to our humble little Mork Borg game. This is session 6. The story so far, our band of scumbags are currently trying to fix a lighthouse so that they can leave the cold, bleak oblivion of Kyrgyz and make their way to Galgenbeck, before the end of the world so that they can enjoy a nice cup of tea or something.
That just sounds... The way you keep talking about the end of the world reminds me of Shaun of the Dead.
I'm okay with that. I'm sure everyone that's played this game is okay with that
Can you read the chat?
ideology. Thank you.
Shaun.
It's a very English way to go. But, to get to Galgenbeck, you guys needed a boat. And this courier shuttle is supposed to be arriving any day now. But the lighthouse, which is very important for it to successfully make its way to Dogberg, has broken. So you guys have accumulated all the pieces so far in the lighthouse, and you need to finish climbing, repair the lighthouse, and leave. You guys currently have the final piece you need.
Yay.
You are currently in the first floor. You see the external hive behind you of the... It's not like I created this or anything. The flesh flare hornets. You see their hive made from the various sinew, muscle, and other fabrics that they could make out of various people and animals.
Yummy.
You're pretty sure you see a ex-fellow inmate that's currently constructed as part of that exterior
Did
hive.
Rusty's body get pulled into it, or is it still laying
Rusty's
on the
body
floor?
is missing.
Good thing we looted it before going off on our adventures.
Who are our two adventurers today? We have,
Nessie. I'm an alien.
with way too many eyeballs.
I'm like a tall, white, bulbous head alien with lots of eyes, covered in the mucus membrane that serves as armor. Let me turn on one of those things. Thank you.
And you?
I'm Penny, the reincarnated heretical priest who is an interesting fella.
Who is your false god?
That would be the goofy lady that was on my ripped up sheet. So I have no recollection.
The priest has some
of who I'm
sometimers,
following.
but they both have powers that benefit them on these adventures. You guys are currently holding the gear machination necessary to make the lighthouse actually illuminate. And you are on the bottom floor.
I peer through my eye that is on that other floor, on the workshop floor.
Correct.
Is there any... Because that's the next floor up, correct?
Yes. The workshop's the next floor up.
Are there any wasps?
No wasps, only hornets.
No. Give me a presence test, though. D20 plus your presence.
Minus my presence. Good thing I rolled a 19, because that makes it an 18.
You, upon connecting with that eyeball, you did see a drone, one of these dog-sized hornets, latch onto Rusty and drag his carcass upward into the trash heap room.
Lovely.
Do we have to go through the trash heap room? I don't think we went through the trash heap room before.
The trash heap room is one where the oozy creature that he shoved in a bag was.
Mm-hmm.
It's the
Okay.
putrid, disgusting processing room.
Got it. Alright, so as long as we stay on our pathway through the open door, at least up into the trap door, we're clear.
Yep.
I would like to proceed upwards stealthily.
All right. You make your way up into the workshop, which is the second floor out of 4. The next floor above you is the trash heap, followed by the lantern chamber.
That's what I was asking.
Yep. I'm just fully laying that out for you.
Hi, Kim!
Hi there.
Hello.
I hope that you enjoyed the last session of this particular story arc. They are currently trying to get a piece of machinery up to the lighthouse to make it function. And then they can escape Kurgus, this frozen hellhole. So,
Sneak, sneak.
in the work, you guys are attempting to stealth up the iron staircase without drawing the creature's attention.
Yes.
Go ahead and give me a agility test.
Agility. Oh, come on.
Ew. That would be a 5. You got 4.
I got 4.
Cool. So,
We were not
Not
stealthy.
stealthy at all.
We tripped and dropped the mechanism on the wrought iron step. Not enough for it to fall down, but it was just a big clang, and we're both like, ugh.
just to see how bad things are.
Forgot I was wearing my tap shoes.
Can you roll me a d6 to see just how noisy you guys were?
One or both.
Just Howie.
Oh, jeez.
He
the
rolls
box.
better than
In
me.
the box. That's better for you. What was that? Do I add anything?
No, just tell me what you got
Yeah,
on the
1.
d6. A 1?
Yes.
Oh no, that's really good for you.
We're all out of omen. I thought we were going to rest.
I'll take it.
I'm pretty sure we were going to rest.
I thought we were
Remember?
too,
Yeah.
Well, you guys
I
aren't
think we did mention
resting.
that.
You guys are currently in the trash heap room.
Well, we forgot where we left last week. We definitely said we were going to rest before continuing upstairs.
Yeah, well, the end of the world and all that. You guys look fine.
You are a cruel, cruel man.
Thank you. I appreciate that. So, go ahead and roll me initiative.
We definitely said at the end of the last week we are going to start. You guys are this is a great place for a long rest. That's what was said.
I've slept since then.
Okay, well,
So have we.
But not your characters.
Aw.
So go ahead and roll initiative.
this is cruel and unusual.
Welcome to Mork Borg.
2.
2. The enemy begins. So, as you...
Oh, my bear trap when we fell just happened to fall open on the steps in front of me.
No, it's still available for you. But as you go
really mean.
climbing up the stairs...
I think he wants us to end
I
this.
think he wants us to die. I think he doesn't want to play Mork Borg
trip.
anymore.
The contraption spirals and clatters to the ground ahead of you. And the wingless Hornet drone turns around and comes and charges you.
Back at it.
Give me a defense roll.
Back at it?
Yep.
I've lost the will to live. I'm not.
You already died once.
I'm not going to
11.
defend myself.
11. You barely scrape it. Give me a armor roll. Let's see if your armor can protect you at least. Oh gosh.
It's a 3.
That beats my 1, so... The wasp comes clattering up against your secreted armor.
I hope it
And,
burns it.
and vomits it out. You see some of its putrid bile just regurgitating, and its 2-pronged proboscis tongue comes out and trying to
Wasps have
expel.
tongues?
Yes.
For,
Seems fake,
for
but okay.
pollination.
And it's trying to excrete everything that
I would
tasted.
like to throw one of the stingers down its throat.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Giving it a taste of its own medicine.
Actually, can I do it with the grappling hook? Can I throw the grappling hook down its throat so that I can then yank it back out?
It's a dog-sized thing.
It's the grappling hook.
Okay, so what do you do?
Probably
Grappling
like
hook
this
attack.
way.
I get the idea.
Is it a spiral staircase?
It is a spiral staircase, but you're all the way on the top at this point.
Great.
It was cocked and I went to move it and then it fell over.
Just
So I rolled
So
it again and it's a 12.
Can I
Okay.
dive over the railing head first?
You could.
Uh,
There are much easier ways to die in
Do I
this
get it
game.
down the throat?
You do hit it. Go ahead and roll the d6 for me. Or whatever I told you last time.
You told me
Yeah,
the
it's a
grappling
D6.
hook was 5.
That's solid. Well, this is the first. You kill it on the first blow.
nice.
How novel.
Are there more of them?
I know there was.
I
Just
yank the
one.
grappling hook back out.
And as it clamps down the creature, its carapace splits, revealing all of its innards, starting to ooze out.
Place
As you.
down. It's a grappling hook.
Oh, I thought you threw the bear
The
trap.
bear
in.
trap's a D8.
Oh.
No, I threw the grappling hook. I wanted to get the grappling hook down its throat so I could yank its guts out.
Oh, okay. That's exactly what happens then. And you take the creature's head with it, so now it's just kind of stuck there awkwardly.
I take the head off and I mount it on my shoulder.
With your secreted armor.
Yes.
You just start sticking things to yourself.
Yep.
Nice.
And what do you do?
I congratulate her on a successful attack.
And then wait.
You come here, get
Qua?
I congratulate her on a successful attack.
Thank you.
Because there wasn't much else I could do.
technically-
Yeah, no, that's fair.
So since we regenerate from eyeballs, I don't technically have a gender, so you know. My species regenerates from eyeballs.
Oh, okay.
It's asexual
She's
reproduction.
an alien. We have an alien and a reincarnated heretical priest.
Do I really have to deal with pronouns?
The alien really doesn't care. I'm just pointing out. The alien likes to point out logical.
Fallacies?
Yes.
So, you guys are currently in a trash room.
Well,
You do
if-
see
if,
Rusty.
If the alien's asexual, it wouldn't have a phallus, right?
You get an omen back.
You're correct. I do not have that.
You pull out the heretical priest text and go, no, no, no. It's right here.
I win.
You're a monster, dude. So, you're in this chamber where it's all these decomposing bodies. You actually see Rusty over there cut open. You see that the hornet has started sorting it into different parts. And it started to, like, scrape the fat off of the skin.
To honor Rusty, I
Lovely.
pluck an eye and I start covering it in the secretions. And I bury it lovingly in his corpse so that my young can feed off of it once it comes to life.
What?
I love this game.
Okay.
What do? You see your dead body laid out before you. Like a disassembled IKEA furniture.
Well, this is interesting.
You recognize a scar on your flesh that you got when you were a child. How do you react to this?
I'm beside myself.
I hate you so much.
I reach out and just say, it will be okay. Onwards and upwards.
So there's a ladder, and this contraption is heavy.
I climb up the ladder, and then I peek my head through and check for any wasps in there.
No, the warrior drone is still currently kind of splayed out, seen a billion movies of people falling and landing on sharp objects over the years. So he's just, this wasp is splayed out, this horse-sized hornet, has its abdominal region just pierced. You can have enough space for the contraption, but no reinforcements have arrived or anything like that.
Okay. I used the grappling hook to anchor the rope.
Was the glass broken last time? Before I forget?
Yes.
Okay. As you're up there, give me a presence test. I know you're so good at these.
4.
It's very dark outside. Okay. So, you go up there, there's no threat. I imagine you try to lift the contraption up.
I said I anchored the thing.
Ah.
Alright, here's the plan. You tie the contraption to the end of the rope securely. Then you climb up the ladder and we can both pull from the top.
Okay. Sounds like a plan.
So who's tying the knot? Go ahead and give me
Can you
either
tie it in
agility
a-
or
can you
presence.
tie it in a bow?
We'll see. 20.
Okie
Nah.
dokie then. Apparently, as you're tying these knots, this new skin you're in has something to do with rope work. You were either a deckhand of some kind, or
Just thought he learned from last week's disaster of not tying the rope right.
yeah, or that.
Yes. I learned what not to do.
And you do the opposite. And you do great.
Wait, he does the opposite of which not to do?
Why are you this person?
He made the joke first.
So,
That was very naughty of you.
anyway,
Could not help
you
myself.
tie the knot, but you climb up the stupid ladder.
Wait, we're married now? That's very weird. We're two different species.
Now you guys are going to do a strength test to bring the contraption up. It's a low DC, but you roll. Get above a 5.
I like how he's just like moving on.
Hey, got above a 5. 7.
7 and
Not a 7.
how much not a 7?
-6 from that 7.
Cool. Roll me that D6.
2.
2. As you're bringing it up, you guys aren't very careful, and it starts banging on the ladder.
Is there a wood
Dude,
ladder?
no, it's iron like the rest of this damn place.
Why would you have an iron ladder?
There's not a lot of wood out in Kyrgyz where it's frozen all the time.
That just seems short-sighted with them.
You could try building a wooden ladder with no wood. There? Also, give me a presence test. As you're up there interacting and doing things,
7.
you guys are great. I'm so glad both of you roll bad at the exact same thing. However, as you're clattering and dinging this contraption up to you, you do not draw the attention of nearby wasps. Even though you do hear the buzzing of wings
But we get it
in
up.
the distance. But you do get it up and you do not...
Pass go.
No, you do pass go.
Or collect
You do collect
$200.
$200. But you didn't land on the tax man.
Oh,
Or however that works.
dang.
I don't know. Anyway, we're enjoying a dystopian game. Let's leave Monopoly out of it. We're here to have fun.
I mean, Monopoly's pretty dystopian.
It is dystopian.
I'm all out of love.
Say the contraption.
Yeah. Now, I would like to install the contraption. Should you install the contraption?
I don't
What is-
think either of us are very good with that.
Let's see.
I mean,
It is not going to be a
Is it
quiet endeavor.
Is it an
installing
agility
this.
test?
It's a multiple of things. It's a presence test to make sure you're installing it right. It's a strength test to put it in the correct spot. And it's an agility test for the fine-tuning.
All right.
So who's starting?
So you should do the presence check.
Okay.
Figuring out how to jigsaw this thing together.
Let's see what we got. Well, that's better. I got a 13.
You actually read what's on the tubing in the mechanism. Output. You find input on the other device. And you can clearly line up the tubing. Really easy. All it required was the ability to read, which someone did not have.
That's helpful.
It's good to be a heretic.
This side of my die is like has a weird coloration, so I was having trouble reading what the number was.
That's all of them on this die? This die is really hard to read.
It's hyper aggressive. I love this die.
I do love it.
What about like painting the numbers white or something?
Like, they were like run together. See? It's weird.
Click. So, you guys figured out where the contraption goes. Who's going to be moving into place?
That's the strength test?
Mm-hmm.
I could do that if you want.
Okay. Not bad. Is that a 12?
It's 12.
12. Very good. Give me a d6.
Roll a d6.
Clunk!
4.
Not good enough. Or not high enough for me. So you bring it into place. It makes a loud clatter as iron slams against iron. But nothing approaches because you guys keep rolling really, really low. So, now it's connecting the wires and doing all the fine tuning to make sure everything goes where it's supposed to go. Who's doing the agility test?
I'll do that.
I feel like reading helps there too.
That's probably good. 9.
Give me a d6.
3.
As you're trying to put things in the correct place, your thumb accidentally hits a release valve. And this condensed air goes creating a large, loud, just hiss into the room. You quickly shut it off. It doesn't draw too much attention, but also give me another presence test.
Mm-hmm. 6.
Okay. As far as you can tell, none of the wasps are harassing you nearby. Everything is fine.
But it's really not.
You can try again.
This is great adventuring music.
Yeah, our Vet Klaus is unique energy.
So another presence test or another agility test?
Another agility test.
Okay. 10.
10. That is the bare minimum. Good job. You connect all the valves and everything, and now the device is able to be turned on. And it'll
How
work
you doing?
just fine.
I went into it.
Can you roll me a d6? That was so nice. She made a tower, and I just had her.
2.
Cool. So, the contraption is fixed as far as you're aware. But it's off.
Is there a lever?
There's a very clear on button.
Pull the lever, Penny!
I thought you said a lover. Because he said to turn it on.
I push the button.
I would say you take 1 point of damage, but I'm pretty sure that would kill you.
That would kill me.
I push the odd button.
In my current state.
You push the button?
Yes, but I use the stinger to do it.
Okay.
I don't trust anything.
As you push the button, give me one more d6.
4.
Okay. As you push the button, the room brightly illuminates. At this point in time, it's close to 2 a.m. But as the light casts out, it can't break the window because it's covered. The windows seem to be covered in some black substance, making it completely impenetrable to see. There are a few breaks in this black substance, and now that there's light piercing through those small points, you can see that the top of the tower, on the outside of this particular bubble, is covered in something.
So the stuff is on the outside of the glass, not on the inside?
Correct. Whatever this black substance is, it's on the external side.
So if we break the glass,
It would
it
solve
would
the problem.
fall down and solve the problem, but we don't know what's on the outside.
There's probably more wasps.
Not that that's a problem. I mean, we're gonna die.
So why are we even lighting this thing? Why don't we just go drink ourselves to death rather than die via wasps?
Well, that's what we're trying to do.
To drink ourselves to death?
Well, we need to light the thing so that the ship knows where we're at to pick
Just
us
seems
up.
like a
right?
lot of extra steps to dying.
Right?
Alright, so what do you think, if we break the windows, we're
Just to
gonna get...
reiterate what's around you. You guys are currently in the lantern room. There's only one broken window right now. The more inland window, where the hornet's
Tunnel.
nest begins. The rest of the windows are normal glass, but they're mostly covered in this black substance. There's also the trapdoor and ladder beneath your feet. Just to give you an idea of what the room looks like. It's also an iron wrought flooring.
So is the hive, though... Kim raises a good point. If we break out the windows, are we actually getting rid of the black substance, or are we just breaking into the hive? Like, is it the hive that's covering all the windows?
Give me a presence test with advantage. Because you've been up here before. Earlier in the day.
14 minus 1 is 13.
That's good.
And 8 minus 1 is 7.
Okay, the 13 you remember last time you were up here. Before you started putzing around with magic and brought the world closer to its end. Looking out through the glass, you do know that the vast majority of the windows are open air. Unless that changed drastically recently. You do know that only the one out of the 8 windows is covered in the hornet.
Okay. Thanks,
Kim. Can we set off some sort of Molotov cocktail that will break all the windows when we leave?
What's in your inventory?
But then won't it blow up the light?
That's a good point.
I was thinking, can I fashion my knife to the end of my staff so that it's sticking out and I can swing it and crack?
I could use the
break
grappling
the eye?
hook.
You could do that too.
So you're just... Okay, so what is your goal?
Break the glass.
That's not going to be a problem.
Okay.
The problem is this swarm of wasps that may or may not then descend upon us.
We pick the window that's furthest from where the hive is, opposite where the hive window is.
I mean, don't we have to break all the windows?
Yeah, but we can start with that one and see how that goes, and then work our way around. I don't even know where, like, where...
Orientation. You do know
Yeah.
that with your 13, you do know that the hive is the most inland one out of the 8-sided
Are the windows
window.
able to be opened without breaking them?
That's a good point, too.
Give me a
That would probably be easier, too.
either a strength or a presence test. Both of you can roll that if you would like.
I'm gonna say it was a strength 7.
I got a 3. If it was a presence, it's a 5.
You look around, you do see handles, but as you kind of fiddle with them, you're not sure if they're like locked somehow or if there's something wrong with the mechanisms. But in terms of just opening them manually, it's not going to work as far as you guys can tell.
What if
The glass
we
is
cover?
thin.
What if I took my shirt off and I lay it over the glass pane, and then I hit it with the grappling hook through the shirt to muffle the noise? Does that work? Is that a thing?
That would only...
You can certainly try.
I mean, then my shirt's gonna be covered in glass. I don't even. Am I even wearing a shirt? I'm an alien. I think I've just thought I was naked this whole
I
time.
don't know if it would...
Covered
I don't know
in
if it would
eyes.
muffle it. Like, that's usually if you wrap it entirely and break it, that would muffle it. But I think if the ends of it are still exposed, it's probably
What
still
if
going to
we
make
put?
noise.
What if we take the head off the big guy over there, and we wear it while we break the windows?
Interesting.
Also,
What if
I
we-
have a femur.
What if we also, like, smear the bug guts on us as, like, a
Oh.
scent,
Yeah. So if we
you know,
if we
to mask our scent?
if we put pieces of the big guy on us and mask our scent, then the other wasps won't attack us because they'll be like, brethren.
That's right.
Okay.
Now we're getting somewhere.
So you're going to cover yourselves in bug guts.
And the bug head.
Yeah.
Who gets the bug head?
I mean, it's a horse-sized bug head. Can't we both fit in it?
Is one of us the front end of the horse and the other one's the back
Hey,
end?
I would like to use the entire wasp to disguise ourselves.
Okay, you will not be able to see our kid is the worst. Well, let's go downstairs.
Training a fished up level 23 whaler into level 40 is gonna be hard, which is why I'm panning on the door for Howl.
Was that worth losing your show over?
No!
Shut the door.
No!
Shut and run. Shut and run. Not slam. Shut. Thank you.
So you're saying we can't disguise ourselves using the Hornet? I was gonna poke holes
You'll
in
be
it.
blind.
No, I was gonna poke holes in it, like a mascot
Only
head.
you had this way of being able to see externally.
I'll put my eyes, one eye
On
on
the
each
outside
eye.
of it? Yeah. There you go.
You go downstairs and grab the one that you previously used, or do you try to rip another one out? Because trying to rip one out requires a presence test.
You did make me do a presence test when I buried one in the body of...
That's for procreation. Procreation eyes are blind.
I don't want to lose our insight to how, so I guess I'll try another one.
Is that a 1?
Look like...
So that would be a 0. I rolled a 0.
Aren't ones
Man.
bad, though?
I think I just made the world end faster.
That's okay.
It's okay. Been there, done that. We have the t-shirt. No, I'm just going to give you one of these broken body parts. Give me a d20.
I have no right eye, so I mean...
1.
1.
How am I rolling all these ones?
You no longer blink.
Okay, I mean, that's a lot of eyes to cover, so that's all right.
Staring, manic gaze.
You have to, like, frequently use eye drops.
So this is, So you're in this cold region. Your gaze just froze. You're not sure if it's because of the cold climate or if it's just you. Your comrade here just keeps breaking, and the eyeball that you try to remove shatters into glass. So it did not work.
Okay, well, can I go back to my original idea of using the stinger to poke a hole in his eyes so I could see out?
You can certainly try.
So did we at least cover ourselves in the bug guts? Like,
Yeah,
do we have
that's
to roll
free.
for something?
You don't have to roll
Okay.
for covering yourself in dead viscera.
Cool.
That is free. Good job.
Free for free?
Yeah, you don't have to roll for that one.
I'm
Okay.
gonna poke holes through the eyes so I could see out.
You're trying to create a disguise check out of a corpse of a large creature. Give me a d20.
Ooh! 16!
Apparently being an alien and having that many eyes makes you very keen on detail. As you hollow out to this vacuous sound.
Do you want some?
That's tasty.
I'm so glad you decided to play this longer.
That might change after this.
And
Bug guts? That's what does it for you?
No.
and you punch the lenses, the eyes, a little bit out, so there's a little bit of a crease underneath each of the eyes for you to see it out of. So you create something that you guys can fit in and can see out of.
Alright,
Okay.
so here's the plan. We'll go over. I will look this way. You break the windows.
Okay. Go team.
Woo! So I'm keeping watch. I'm watching his back.
Give me a strength test to break the windows.
Break the windows. That would be an 11.
Fortunately, like I said, these are thin windows. You break 3 of them. So out of this 8, you break 2 and the one in front of you. And
That's
as
using
you
my
break
head.
it, it's actually not as loud as you expect it to initially be. Because as it collides, the glass kind of just slowly drips in with a black tar-like substance as it cascades down the side of the plates, revealing more of the open air. But as the glass and tar drips, you also see the wasps that are stuck to the tar, trying to buzz and free themselves from the viscous garbage, also cascading and rolling in the mucus-like substance downward.
Okay.
I would like to...
Give me a d6 for your disguise. 5 or 6, they recognize you, and you might have to deal with something. Cool.
That's a 3, right? It looks like a 3 to me. That's a 3. Totally a 3.
That's a 5. So, go ahead and roll initiative for me.
It's a dislocated 3.
Roll.
Well, that's a 3.
Okay. Well, you guys are going to go first because you guys surprised them.
Surprise.
How did they see through our clever disguise? We've gotten away for it too for those dog-sized wasps.
Damn it, love. Oh, this game is so bonkers. So,
Can we use our shield yet?
Oh yeah.
oh my gosh. The next time any of you take damage, one of these hornets, completely unable to fly, it's slow, it's like trying to skitter at you, recognizing you as a threat, wearing the hide of its comrade. And it's slowly, like, with two appendages dragging its body over to you.
Stab it in the
on its
eyes.
face. Spartan kick it.
Go for it.
This
You
is...
try to Spartan kick it down the trapdoor.
Sure. I actually more want to stab it, but Spartan kicking sounds cooler, so.
This
Well, you can
is
stab or Spartan kick.
Lighthouse.
This is Lighthouse.
This is the apocalypse!
It's Tuesday. So you do shit.
Yeah.
What does our unholy priest do?
I was gonna stab it in the eyes with my knife.
Okay.
So would I roll an attack?
Strength, yes.
E6. That's
Apparently this
not
thing is very gross and neither do you want to touch it. Whether you're covered in gore and viscera, this is just too milk.
I try to bake it, my friend.
Hey, that's my line.
Alright.
I start singing to it.
It is now its turn. Go ahead and give me a defense roll.
Did you see that smoothness there? 18.
You just take two steps back. Yeah, this is our life. Alright, so you take two steps back, and the wasp is still just kind of chasing you slowly. And give me a d6 for the wasp to see if anything else joins the fray. 6. You hear a very heavy drone in the distance.
I think we just run down the stairs as fast as we can. We can outrun them and then pretend.
Howie, give me a d4.
No.
2. Oh no, it has to be in the box.
Box 3.
3. You have 3 more turns before whatever this choppa is that seems to be coming in your general direction.
So, with the windows that we've broken so far, is it good enough for the ship to see the light coming out of the house?
Possibly.
What do I need? Do I need to roll a presence test to see out the window? To
I'll
see
give you
the
that roll ahead
orientation?
of time. Give me a presence test to see if you can put 2 and 2 together in this case.
Okay. That's gonna be 7. So probably not.
You don't have a clue. But out of the 8 windows, you've broken 3, so there's 4 left, and you can break 3 at a time.
But I thought one of them was already broken.
And covered in wasp stuff. You're not gonna.
So we can't break that one. So there's only 3 left to break.
There's only 4 left. There's 8 windows.
Yeah. We
1
broke
is broken
3.
by the wasp,
3 were broken by us.
so
So
there's
that leaves
4 remaining.
yes.
Cool. Okay. So what do you
Okay.
do? You can break a window, you can attack the wasp, you can just run away.
I guess break 3 more windows and then run away.
You can certainly try. Give me a strength test.
Okay.
Don't roll that 7 again.
15.
You're like, nope, nope, nope. You break the window and you begin to try and climb downstairs. Give me a defense roll as the wasp swipes at you real fast as you're trying to run away.
Three.
You have that omen.
So wait, what do I roll for do I add anything to
You had
defense?
agility.
So that would be a 5.
That's
But
still
that's
not
still
good enough.
And
Alright, I'll re-roll. Silly me. $17. I'll take it.
Yeah. You easily step over the sad excuse for a insect and begin climbing your way downstairs.
On my turn, can I pick the wasp up by the stinger and throw it at the remaining window to break it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Give me a strength test.
No. Oh. 15.
Chink! The wasp just sticks to you very well, but you throw with enough gusto that it goes flying, careens into the glass, and shatters properly.
Yeah.
Gonna follow him out.
And you go downstairs. On your way downstairs,
How much damage did the wasp take?
it's out of the building.
Oh, but did it like fall to its death, or are we gonna have to face this now even more angry wasp outside? Was it lacerated by the glass?
It fell like 50 feet.
It's a wasp! I don't know how far wasps can fall. They fly.
So, you don't know. Do you want to go looking over the side before going on the...
I wanna know.
It's
I don't-
falling with style.
How much damage?
You can look over the side.
No, I'm running away.
You gonna run away?
I'm just being mean.
Yes, I am. So you begin climbing down. Do you do anything as you're climbing down?
I grab the... When we go through the equipment room, I'm going to grab that eye and put it back somewhere safe.
Okay.
Maybe I'll swallow it.
As you climb down, there is a trap door. You shut said door?
Yes.
Okay.
That's
Well,
a good idea.
If somebody hurts the eye, I take 1 point of damage, and I only
Oh,
have
right,
2 hit points left. Protect the eye!
You begin climbing down. There is no wasp climbing upward at you. As you make your way out of the lighthouse, you make your way out of the hive. As you gaze outward, what was once a snowy white hellscape is now black.
Is the donkey okay?
The donkey is very grumpy. He's saturated, covered in this black
Well, he was
ichor.
over by the tree line.
Yeah, it was snowing, and it has stopped doing that. For about... Give me a heretical priest. Go ahead and roll a presence test with advantage, and I guess you can roll a presence test with advantage too as an alien.
Natural 20. Minus 1 is 19. And 13 minus 1 is 12.
The priest knows diddly about weather. You spend way too much time as a cloistered priest. You, however...
What?
You, however, can clearly tell that it stopped snowing about the time that you were casting those spells, and the snow turned to tar and rained from the sky.
Do you become a cloistered priest after you're a shelter priest?
Why are you this person? Why? You also get ice beam.
That's handy.
So,
Well, I would like to...
give me a d6. Not drawing too much attention.
3.
Cool. You can see that the
Clearly now that the rain is
flesh
on.
flare warrior, partially covered in tar, is crawling all over the top of this lighthouse, trying to assess any threats and resolve any possible issues. It doesn't seem like it has any interest in the light. If anything, it seems pleased, like a moth to the flame.
Well, shall we get out of here?
Yeah.
I start using my...
Do you leave the tent?
No, we're going to take the tent with us.
We're gonna die in like a day.
Yeah, but
Right.
like, what if we want to die in
need the tent.
comfort?
We have a wagon. We can just ride the wagon
Well,
with.
we could put the tent in the
donkey
wagon
on
and
it.
it's a covered wagon. We'll
This
hook
is
the,
true.
the donkey up
The
to the wagon
cheapest covered wagon in the world.
so that we don't get more covered in tar.
That would be
You
horrible.
could catch the landscape on fire right now.
I'm pretty sure that would cook us at the same time. I do try to use like a corner of the tent to like wipe the donkey's head off.
The donkey mildly appreciates it. Looking across the landscape, since you guys are on a cliff face, you are on the Weeping Bluffs. The tar seems
Just
to
add feathers.
Dang gummit. I love you, Mom. As
We could like pawn the horse off as a Pegasus. We could just like
why are you this
artistically
person?
arrange the feathers on the horse's back.
But where are we gonna get feathers?
Is there any pheasant nearby?
You guys are tired, exhausted, and almost dead. It's about 2 a.m.
The
You guys are on a
wagon is
cliff.
also tired.
You guys are covered in tar. Your donkey's covered in tar. Your tent is collapsed because it's covered in tar. Looking out to the ocean, however, it does still snow. There's a very clear contrast between aquatic and the space that is damned by the gods. Yes.
Does that mean that there are people eating cake by the ocean?
You take 1 point of damage.
What? No. I refuse.
You refuse.
That's terrible.
That's tar. Comment. Ah. So,
So wait, if there's tar on the tent, does that mean the tent is now waterproof?
give me another d6.
But it's also flammable.
As you guys are, yes, having this
One.
conversation. One, you feel like the longer you just stand around bullshitting the DM, the wasp might draw it.
Alright, I hook the donkey up to the cart and say, let's go, donkey. That's enough, donkey. That'll do.
As you're at this particular stage, both of you give me a toughness roll. It's 2 a.m. You guys have been cooking all night.
13!
7.
7?
Wait, toughness?
Yeah.
Yeah, 7.
Okay. This guy falls unconscious.
I put him in the back of the cart. I'll watch over you while you sleep, friend.
And you put your eyeball in his tar.
Yes. And I... Giddy up, donkey. I get out and push to help get him out of the tar.
Use the staff as like a push stick.
You're unconscious. I'm not going to touch your staff. That thing
No.
could be holy. I don't know anything about your earthling religions.
Now, do you try to get back to Dockburg via the primary road, which is safer, or through the forest?
I think the primary road. I think we just want to go sleep before we die.
Yep.
I get to use rules.
I will
and
need to
stuff.
introduce my donkey to a dragon, but I feel like the donkey has better odds of wooing the dragon if he has wings. So we need to find a pheasant.
Well, the babies will have wings.
Yeah, but the dragon won't. I think the dragon will be more likely to have the donkey's babies if the donkey already has wings.
Are you sure about that?
I am not, but I am an alien and have never seen Shrek.
Oh, that was close.
I mean, I am pretty close to an ogre, though.
Just so that you guys are aware, your trip to
Does
the
that make
lighthouse
Caleb Fiona.
took one. I would make an amazing Fiona. I am stunning an ogre by moonlight. So,
However, you have the grumpiness of Shrek.
how
Get
dare you?
out of my swamp!
So, just so that you,
They're on fire.
after sleeping, you guys heal 1d6.
Yay.
So roll a d6.
Just one of us or both?
Both of you.
Okay.
and roll it twice. You guys get 2 nights of rest as you travel back into town.
4.
Back into maximum.
6.
Wait,
Wow, you get back up to maximum.
we both
which is
rolled
3.
the same thing.
Twins.
I rolled a 5 and then a 6.
I rolled a 4 and then a 6.
Oh, I thought you said 5.
No, I said
Oh, okay. So what do I do? What do I
so
do?
you
then?
go back
You go
up
back
to
up to
3.
3 hit
Just a
points.
3. Okay.
So,
I don't have any temporaries. Okay.
okay. Well, first of all, let's actually do the leveling up process because you guys earned it.
Yay.
We
So-
get to be level 2.
More hit points. How the rules for more hit points work. Roll 6d10. If the result is equal to or greater than that, don't worry. You can't roll less. So you just roll a d6, add it to your current.
Wait, I'm rolling 60-10?
Yeah, because you can technically roll it. Roll 1d10. If you get a 2 or above, you don't have to worry about it.
So I add this to my current, the D6.
Yeah. So what did you just roll?
I got 5.
Ooh, you have this character's current hit points.
I rolled 5.
No, I have one more.
You rolled 5 on the d10? Great. You roll a d6 and add that to your current.
So I have 8.
Snap.
Well,
That is
wouldn't
almost
he be-
triple.
I think you would be at max.
So would I be at
Did you
max?
roll a 1?
Please let me roll that again. The box wasn't on the table.
No, that's not how this works.
That is how this works. It's a 2.
Eat the 2.
So would I be up to max hit points then?
Yes.
8. Okay.
All right. Now, as you're traveling along, dealing with the various debris of what you found in the wreckage, give me a d6. This is kind of like a quest reward as you're going through the random BS.
5.
5? You have a scroll. Give me
I
a
get a
d10.
scroll. Five.
5? The Daemon of Capillaries. One creature suffers for d6 rounds, losing d4 hit points per round. You basically start exsanguinating a person.
Whatever that means.
Sucking their blood.
You point at someone and they just start bleeding.
I'm bleeding out. Do we have to reroll our omens?
Yeah, we'll get there.
Am I too many eyes?
Roll whatever your omen's roll is. D4 right now. 3. You have 3
2.
omens. 2 omens. So, also you give me a d6 to see what you... This must have been on your new dead bodies person. You go through your stuff. It's like, oh, my skin suit had this on him. How convenient. A 5. You also get an unclean scroll.
But I can't read.
It's not my problem. Roll. Give me another d10. You're helping your companion. That's what matters.
1.
The palms open to the southern gate. A ball of fire hits D2 creatures, dealing D8 damage per creature.
Did you get that down?
Nope. Palms of Southern Gate.
Yep. D2 creatures, D8 per creature.
Now what about the too many eyes thing? Because that resets every day. Or were you just going to do that next time since that would probably be a new day?
Yeah, you have 2 days worth. Now, ability changes. You guys actually get better at stuff.
Nice.
There's no place for abilities on here.
You
Powers.
guys have strength, agility, presence, and toughness. So,
This changes.
Mm.
It sucked if I accidentally set that on fire.
I'm going to just read this out loud for each of you. Roll a d6 against every ability. Results equal to or greater than the ability, increase it by 1 to a maximum of +6. Results below the ability, decrease it by 1.
Guess it's a good thing I can't roll below a 0 or a -1.
Abilities from -3 to +1 are always increased by 1 unless the D6 result is a 1. The ability is then reduced by 1. So don't roll a 1.
So I rolled a 3.
So
I
your
have a
strength-
0.
So it increases by 1.
It
Did you roll a
increases by
1
1.
already? So your strength decreases by 1. This is... You're starting off strong, love. Being the cold does not work for you. Let's see if your agility increases.
I rolled
3.
a 1.
Okay, so that increases by 1.
So it goes down by
No,
1 if you
Only
rolled a
worry if you roll a 1.
I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1.
Yes.
So that's -1, whatever
Okay.
it is. That's awful. I'm sorry.
Just a little bit.
How are you this unlucky?
Do you want to try rolling one of mine?
Can I redo that one? Because like, it's going to be a -2 presence.
You're a caster. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not a caster. It's a 3. No, it's a 0.
So I have a +2 and I rolled a 3. Does that
Yes, that increases up to a 3. Very
Goes-
good.
Alright, if I
Up to-
roll a
okay.
1, my stats will be
cool?
almost exactly what they were before, just in a different order.
Did you roll toughness?
Not yet. That's what I mean. If I get a 1 on toughness, I'll have the same stats in a different order.
I'm okay with that.
5. Yay.
Last one.
Enjoy your toughness +2. You're more
Ooh.
hardy.
I rolled a 6.
It
Does that
only
do
increases
anything
by
for me?
1.
It's still just +1.
Jeez, okay. That's fine.
Incremental progress.
I would really like to know from anyone else who's played Mork Borg if they've ever gotten to level up. I would like to take a poll.
And shove it up Caleb's.
Possibly doing dad polls. Like, Dad, your performance is low. He's been reading Calvin and Hobbes. Got to those.
I don't know if Calvin and Hobbes was the best show to show him.
It's the
That's-
best. I've enjoyed it. He's funny. So yeah, as you make it back into town, you arrive on the 3rd day. 1 day to travel out to the lighthouse, and it took 2 days to get back.
Because we went through the woods on the way out.
On the way in. You're right. But as you wander back into town, you see that the boat is in the dock. I rolled 1d6 and add 2 to see how many days it takes for the boat to arrive. I rolled a 1.
Nice.
So I'm glad you guys did not dawdle at all inside the lighthouse at all.
So if we had taken a
you would
long
have been
rest.
stuck here and you would have had to migrate some other means.
So we get on the boat.
You're saying we didn't dawdle?
You did not dawdle.
Oh, I felt like we.
So if we had taken the long rest, we might have missed the boat.
Yeah.
So Caleb looked favorably upon us
I
Yeah.
am benevolent.
No, you're not.
in rejecting our long rest.
So,
So
as you make your way back, the mayor, this crusty old codger, goes, I see they fixed the lighthouse.
fixed is a loose definition.
Yeah, we'll send out a new keeper soon enough.
I wouldn't do that.
What's wrong?
There's wasps. Giant.
It's the end of the world. We got our wine from this boat shipment. You earned every penny. He drops 20 silver in both of your pockets. You look different.
That's because I earned a penny.
Same souls, different skin.
Right. Whatever that means.
Have you guys ever thought about making mead?
We have no bees this far west.
We just told you about.
It's none of our beeswax.
Oh, okay.
I hate all of you.
Do wasps not make honey? I guess not.
But go ahead. Buy whatever you need here. We're going to live it up. Yeah. I am graceless.
That looks worse than it did yesterday.
Now this is actually better. Like I said, it takes 2 weeks for me to heal from wounds. So,
Better
eventually, you have a drink. You purchase whatever you need, which we'll get to at some point. And then we'll deal with the boarding of the ship and the final purchases and whatever next time.
Huzzah!
This is the end of the
Oh,
Weeping Bluff storyline.
yeah.
Ooh.
I got
Did you
that
write
mixed
this, or
up.
did they
I
write this?
I wrote this.
Oh,
This is my little adventure.
that's awesome.
So we need to actually figure out how to put this on the website.
I mean, I know how to put it on the website. You need to provide me the PDF file.
I have that.
Okay.
Nice.
So
if
visit
you like this adventure,
dungeonshavoc.com in a couple days if you would like to download a copy of this adventure.
yep. See what they chose to completely ignore. The Flesh Flayer Queen in the basement, they were just like, nope.
In the floory hole?
Yeah, in the floory hole in the
Yes.
basement where it was really damp and moist, there was a Flesh Flayer Queen that you ignored. There was an entire smuggling ring down there.
Nobody likes a moist floory hole.
Everyone loves moist holes. Anyway, hi, Mom. So thank you for joining us. And, yeah, check out the website, buy a Mork Borg t-shirt, which is
Not what you're wearing.
not what I'm wearing. I will be wearing one eventually. I love this game.
Oh, and there's new t-shirts out
There are new t-shirts out.
that are not just Mork Borg.
Nice.
And there's a Displacer Beast one coming soon.
Eventually.
I'm excited about that one.
Yep.
Alright.
Cool, cool.
Thanks for playing, and see you next time.